Hello everyone, welcome to From the Star Wars Home Video Library. I'm your host Nathan P. Butler. This time we look at something that is essentially a parody of Star Wars, kind of, but which has been featured within official Star Wars products, and which therefore I decided to make a part of my Star Wars Home Video Library. Again, when we look at parodies, they need to be something that has some type of official nod to them. It needs to be something that is released on official home video, not a fan production, and so on, as we've talked about before. This is one that's actually featured if you picked up the Complete Saga Blu-ray set in 2011. There is a last disc in here that has documentaries and spoof features and so forth, and a big chunk, not all of it, but a big chunk of this particular spoof is included in this. Again, you could have gotten that in 2011. You could have picked up that repackage in 2015, and again, bear in mind, this is commonly found in DVD form instead of Blu-ray form as a bootleg. It does not exist as a DVD version of this officially. If you see something like this that is purporting to be a DVD version of this, it is a bootleg. This is the Blu-ray copy that was the legitimate release in 2015. You can also get this with the same interior packaging, but a different slipcover back in holiday 2017 as this, as a Walmart exclusive, labeled not as the Complete Saga, but the 6-movie collection, which is the one that came with that special Forces of Destiny Volume 1 DVD, the only time Forces of Destiny up to this point has been released on home video. The last bonus disc, out of the 3 bonus discs, for each of those, because it's all the same release with different packaging, except for the Forces of Destiny episode there, had a featurette on spoofs, and focused on, among other things, the Muppet Show Star Wars spoof. Unfortunately, not Muppet Baby Star Wars. That's the one I remember and have like a horrible, partly recorded episode copy on VHS somewhere. But the Muppet Show, because the Muppet Show had an episode which featured the stars of Star Wars. Most remembered for having Mark Hamill on the episode, portraying himself and Luke Skywalker, but which also included C-3PO and R2-D2, which you could get by watching the little clip on the Complete Saga, but also Chewbacca, who was missing and had to be rescued and then took part in the end of the episode. So Luke, Chewie, and the droids all on the Muppet Show. They were guests for the Muppet Show, replacing Angus McGonagall, the gargling gargoyle who gargles Gershwin. Say that 3 times fast. Bizarre. And it is kind of a bizarre episode. I mean, you basically have the latter part is really kind of the story aspect of it, the sci-fi story, where it's basically pigs in space, and you have Mark Hamill playing Luke Skywalker with the droids going to try to find Chewbacca, who is in the hands of Darth Nadir, which is basically played by Gonzo, and they've sort of stolen the ship, and wind up eventually with Miss Piggy aboard, who is Princess Piggy, and trying to basically, ditch Kermit and hook up with Luke Skywalker. Kind of weird. Mark Hamill is basically the one who does all the weird sketch comedy bits, the variety show bits. Essentially, Luke won't do it, but Luke leaves, and in comes Mark Hamill, supposedly Luke's cousin, to provide that kind of weird antics. In the end, we wind up seeing a dance number, basically, where Mark Hamill comes in as himself, as Luke's cousin, to take part, along with the droids, and Chewbacca as well. It ends in a musical number almost as cringeworthy as the holiday special music number was, except without any drugs involved, as the rumor goes for the holiday special. Just a little bit on the odd side. But thanks to Tom Holst, who is a member of the Star Wars Home Video group that I'm a part of over on Facebook. Just search Star Wars Home Video. Justin Berger set up that group, runs that group. It's a great group of people to be part of, to be able to share insights and such about home video and rare finds and things like that. But he pointed out that you could actually get this on home video in the US at this point, because there came a point where they released a huge set of Muppet Show home video releases, which you could pick up individually if you chose. I didn't care about getting the entire series or anything like that. I just want the Mark Hamill episode for its Star Wars connection, so I picked up that specific volume on both VHS and DVD, and that's what we want to take a look at here. The releases are dated 2001 and 2002. 2001 for DVD and 2002 for VHS, which does seem a little bit backward here. Let's look at the VHS first, because that's the one most unlikely for people to pick up. So we have The Muppet Show, 25th Anniversary Edition, which they both are, featuring Mark Hamill, Paul Simon, Raquel Welch. It does have 3 episodes on it, not just the one with Mark Hamill that we're focused on. It includes 3 full-length shows, as I said. Side there has Luke and Princess Piggy, Mark Hamill, Paul Simon, Raquel Welch again. Name of the show again. Main characters there, right? And then you've got underneath Columbia TriStar with the logos, Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment, and then the product number as well. The other spine essentially the same. The top just the Muppet Show with the curtain and the main characters there as well. No Gonzo though. Maybe he was already off being Darth Nadir at that point. And then you have your back, which gives us information about the show. It says, the most sensational, inspirational, celebrational show on TV is back. It's the best of the Muppet Show. These hilarious uncut episodes are jam-packed with all the outrageous skits, music hits, great guest stars, and Muppet moments you love, plus some extra laugh-out-loud tunes and sketches. So join Kermit, Miss Piggy, Fozzie, Gonzo, and the rest of your Muppet pals for the one, the original, The Muppet Show. And the one episode that we're focused on here is the Mark Hamill one, which is the first one. The title there, or the description reads, Luke Skywalker, C-3PO, and R2-D2 hijack the crew from pigs in space to rescue Chewbacca, then join in a big Star Toons finale in a galaxy far, far away. You got your running time and legalese down there at the bottom, along with the closed captioning, not rated logos there, and Jim Henson Home Entertainment. The VHS itself, there's your label there. Okay. Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment, The Muppet Show. Okay. Not rated, closed captioning, VHS. It says VHS Hi-Fi. Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment here and here with the logo, approximately 80 minutes. Product number is there. And notice there, it just says The Muppet Show, Mark Hamill. It just lists the guest star of the first of the 3 episodes on it, rather than all 3, which I guess just goes to show that that's what people are looking for this for. Not so much for Paul Simon, not so much for Raquel Welch, but definitely for Mark Hamill with Princess Piggy there while he plays Luke. Again, there is a DVD copy of this from 2001. To put this in context, this is the same time, the same year, that we're getting the first Star Wars DVD release ever in the form of the Phantom Menace widescreen DVD release. And then this is coming out in the same year we get the last of the movies for Star Wars on VHS ever, with Attack of the Clones only getting a full-screen VHS release. Again, just kind of put that in Star Wars-y context there. We have a similar bit of packaging here, although a nice bigger image because it has different dimensions with it being a DVD case, of course. 3 full-length shows, including special bonus material. Featuring Mark Hamill, Paul Simon, Raquel Welch, Best of the Muppet Show, 25th Anniversary Edition. I think I said The Muppet Show before. It is Best of the Muppet Show. Okay. And then the back, pretty much the same information here. However, it does say with never before seen material, because there's extra material in the bonus features, albeit not really much in relation to this episode, except for Angus McGonagall, the gargling gargoyle who gargles Gershwin. I just like saying it now that I figured out how to say it without tripping up over it. Your spine there, Luke and Princess Piggy, title, side there with all the main characters, including Gonzo this time, and then Time Life Video. So Columbia TriStar for this, Time Life for this one. Okay. No Columbia TriStar logos anywhere to be found on the back. Time Life Video, Jim Henson and all, DVD logo there. No Columbia TriStar. So different distributors based on VHS or DVD. As for what we get inside, there is a little insert. Okay, one side says The Muppet Show 25 years, celebrating 25 years of non-stop laughs. And then this side gives you the scene selections for each episode. For the one with Mark Hamill, it says scene selections, show 1 with Mark Hamill. We have Ram Doo-Wop, bad. Surprise hosts, that's Luke and the droids. Gargling Gargoyles, Fishies, Scooter Sings, and Kuzabane finale. Kuzabane being the place they have to go to save Chewbacca from Gonzo. I mean, Darth Nadir. That is Darth, not Darth. As for the disc, fairly plain, but very loud in terms of its color scheme here, right? The Best of the Muppet Show, Time Life logo, Time Life Video, Jim Henson Home Entertainment, DVD logo. Approximate running time, 85 minutes. 2001, The Jim Henson Company, featuring Mark Hamill, Paul Simon, Raquel Welch. Okay. Again, no Columbia TriStar, different distributor. So yeah, you may feel like, hey, I've seen the bit that was on the complete saga, I don't need to see any more. In which case, these won't be of any interest to you at all. But if you want to find out what happened with Chewbacca and see the rest of the story, you'll need to pick it up on home video somehow, and this is probably the most accessible way to do so. Either the VHS release from 2002 or the DVD release from 2001. These are, though it doesn't say anywhere actually on the packaging, Volume 2 of the Best of the Muppet Show in the US. They were released in other regions, sometimes apparently with different volume numbers. These are Volume 2 for the US. They are full screen, as you would expect, given when the material was released. But it's cool to not only see the full version of that, in my case for the first time, but also, of course, to see Frank Oz in action doing something other than Yoda, because, of course, he was the man behind the scenes for some of our characters here for the Muppet Show. So, pretty sweet. Good catch. Thank you to Tom Holst for pointing out the US versions of these so I could find them. I really appreciate it. And yeah, with that, we'll wrap up this episode. Thank you for watching, and may the Force be with the home video viewers.